Hey guys, since I've finished all of the Power 4 teams predictions, how about I do some other college football team predictions for a while? Like some high-end group of 6 teams last year. I will predict them. So let's get this started, shall we? This Tulane team in 2026 that I will predict is my next one. So before we get started, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Help me reach 100 subscribers. Drop a like on this video and drop a like. So I'd like to see what's your prediction on this video, so drop a comment as well. So it's a little bit different for a group of 6 teams, in my opinion. Since Power 4 teams are much easier to predict than those of group of 6 teams, I'll be only having the green and red. Green means they'll win and red means they'll lose. The bye and brackets would also stay the same. Bye means the team will not play, and brackets play in the venue based off either playing home or away. And it's a much difficult prediction. It's a much difficult prediction since I haven't watched much of Group of 6 football, so it may not be accurate. So let's go. So, what's my prediction on this team? Before we get started, I need to talk about the losses. They lost John Sumwell to Florida, and they have some losses. However, they have losses like John Sumwell when John Sumwell is headed to the Florida Gators as a head coach, and they lost their quarterback in Jake Retzlaff, who he is not playing college football anymore. He's not playing football anymore. So the question is, can the new head coach? His name is Will Hall. Remember, Will Hall. Can Will Hall lead Tulane Greenway to another competitive season? Let's find out. So, week 1 and week 3 are tough games against Power 4 opponents against Duke and Kansas State. But in week 2, they'll face South Alabama, so who cares about this game? Week 4, they get Southern Miss at home. That's a gift. Week 5, they got the bye. And week 6, they'll face Army on the road. And in week 7, they'll face Memphis. Actually, Memphis is a solid team. Week 8, they'll face UTSA at home as well. Week 9, they'll face one of the worst teams in all of FBS, Charlotte 49ers. And in week 10, they'll face Tulsa. Week 11, they'll face Rice on the road. Week 12, they're going to face North Texas at home. And week 13, they'll face South Florida. So, I have to predict, even with the losses of Jake Retzlaff and losses such as the quarterback Jake Retzlaff and John Sumwell. So the question is, what will the record be? So, week 1 against Duke. This would be a close game since last year I know that Tulane beat Duke at Tulane's home turf. But since Tulane plays Duke on the road, I have Duke winning maybe a bit at least. Maybe by a slight at least. Week 2 against South Alabama should be an easy win. South Alabama was not that good last year. Week 3 against Kansas State. I know Tulane beat Kansas State in 2023 and they were competitive in 2024, but since Tulane lost their quarterback and their head coach, and now Kansas State is gonna bounce back, most likely bounce back, after Tulane losing to Kansas State. Week 4 against Southern Miss should be an easy win, and then they're gonna bye in week 5, and then they face Army. So we need to check on what's Army's schedule be. So Army Army does not have a bye. Army does not have a bye. So maybe I'll give them a win. I'll give Tulane a win here. Week 7 against Memphis should be a win. Week 8 against UTSA should be a win. Week 9 against Charlotte should be a win. Week 10 against Tulsa should be a win. Week 11 against Rice. Rice is just a mediocre team going 5-8. Should be a win. Week 12 against North Texas. North Texas lost their starting quarterback last year in Drew Messemaker, who was named the offensive player of the year and was named the first team All-Pro in American Conference. He led North Texas 12 wins, so without Drew Messemaker, I think Tulane can beat North Texas, especially at home. And against South Florida, South Florida is one of the tough teams, and since Tulane's playing South Florida on the road, I have them going a loss. So my prediction on this Tulane team is going 9-3. And they will go 7-1 in conference play. I think that's a drop-off, to say the least. I think that's a drop-off from last year. I think that's a drop-off at least. Going 9-3 instead of, 10-2. Of 11 wins. That's a 2-win drop-off. So I think that's fair. I think going 9-3, it's fair for Tulane. Looking at how the losses like Jake Retzlaff and John Samuel, and seeing how Tulane is a good team from the last couple of years, I think going 9-3 is suitable for Tulane. Like going 7-1 in conference play. It might be a little bit optimistic, but still, you have to see what Tulane can do. I am really confident on this Tulane team going 9-3. If they went 9-3, that was considered a successful season under the new head coach in Will Hall. So going 9-3, they lost John Sumwall, but then they get Will Hall. Can Will Hall actually help this Tulane team? I know 2021, Tulane went 2-10. 2022, Tulane went 12-2. I have them going 9-3. So I guess that's fair. So before we end this video, please, number 1, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And 2, help me reach 100 subscribers. Drop a like on this video and drop a comment on the comment section below saying what's your prediction on this team. I'd like to see what's your prediction on this team. So this is Hank Wong signing off.